Yo, what's up guys, 𝗣𝗟𝗕𝗘 here, back with a brand new video, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys the ultimate Fortnite optimization guide, which will be giving you guys insane FPS and zero delay. As you can see, my game is literally so smooth right now. I'm literally not missing an edit. My game feels like smooth, like literally like butter right now. My game feels so smooth right now. As you can see, I'm getting so much FPS, almost upwards of 1,000 at times, and I'm literally on zero ping. The game feels butter smooth right here. I'm hitting all my edits, and that's thanks to the Fortnite optimizations that I'll be showing you guys in this video. Everything of course is completely safe. Nothing is dodgy. I'm not getting you guys to install some dodgy softwares, nothing like that. It's completely safe. If this video helps you out, you can help me out by subscribing. It will really help me want to make more videos like this, and I'll definitely be posting more Fortnite optimizations if this video does well. So without further ado, let's get right into the Fortnite optimizations. Okay, so the first optimization for our PC is actually just going to be simply inside Fortnite, and it's going to be adjusting our video settings in the Fortnite game so we can give ourselves the best performance for our PC. So windowed mode, you guys want to have it on full screen right here, nice and simple. Having it on windowed full screen or full screen is not going to center your game on Fortnite, and it's going to give you a performance decrease. So have it on full screen so your game is centered on Fortnite. For resolution, you guys want to have this on your monitor's native resolution. So for most people watching this video, it's going to be 1920 by 1080, just like it is for me, with the 16:9 ratio, nice and simple. VSync, you guys want to have it off. Okay, so if you guys have VSync on, this will give a massive performance decrease, so make sure VSync is off, as you guys can see right here. And then your frame rate limit should just be set to your monitor's refresh rate. So if you're on a 240Hz monitor, set it to 240 FPS. If you're on a 144Hz monitor, do it to 144 FPS. If you guys don't know your monitor's refresh rate, I'm going to show you guys in this video how to set it up and make sure you guys are on the correct hertz. So if you guys don't know what you're doing, stay around because I will show you guys everything. Rendering mode should be set to the legacy performance mode. I see some pros playing with the new performance mode. However, the legacy performance mode is much more stable, much more tested, and it's what everyone's been using for years. So make sure it's on the legacy performance mode. Obviously, 𝗧𝗛𝗓𝗏 and 𝗧𝗛12 will just give you less FPS in general. For the graphic settings right here, they will not affect your FPS, so you can customize them to your preference. However, if you guys do want to copy mine, I play on full brightness and a colorblind mode of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 5. Now for the graphics quality settings, these are the important ones which are going to affect your performance the most. So for the 3D resolution, you guys want to have it on 100%, it's nice and simple. Yes, lowering it down to something like 95% might give you more FPS, however your game's going to be completely pixelated, and having it on 100% is what's going to allow you to see your native resolution. Dynamic 3D resolution should be off. And then view distance is one of the settings that doesn't really matter, so you could actually have it on far or even epic right here, and it's not really going to affect your performance. However, if you guys do want the absolute best performance, put it on near. However, I don't mind. I usually play with it on medium or far because it doesn't really affect performance. However, these two settings, textures and meshes, do really affect performance, and you guys want to put them both on low. Having them on high or epic are absolutely going to kill your game, so make sure they're on low. This of course is going to give you the nice mobile build effect, so make sure they're both on low. And then for the advanced graphics settings, show FPS should be off. Having show FPS on is literally another process running on your PC because your computer is literally monitoring your FPS constantly, so turning it off is going to give you better performance. Latency markers should be off. For Nvidia Reflex low latency, you should have this setting on if you're on a mid to high end PC like me. However, if you're on a low-end PC, put the setting on plus boost, and then report performance stats should be on disabled, and you can go ahead and press apply. Okay, so for the second Fortnite optimization in today's video, what we can actually do is just close our game right here, exit Fortnite, and then we will be on our desktop, nice and simple. And what we want to do is go ahead and search settings. Okay, so we're going to go into our Windows settings right here, nice and simple. And then you guys want to go to find a setting in the search bar and then search background apps. Okay, background apps, it should appear right here, nice and simple. And you guys just want to make sure that there are no apps running in the background. So it might be turned on, as you can see, and you can literally have unnecessary apps such as your camera turned on, which is so stupid. So you just want to go to let apps run in the background and just turn it off. Okay, nice and simple. So there will be no unnecessary applications running in the background. And then we want to go back to the Windows settings right here and then go to the second setting, which is startup apps. Okay, search startup apps in the search bar. And then you guys just want to turn some apps off. Okay, so turn all the unnecessary apps on. Okay, so I've got Epic Games Launcher on, Logitech on. This is my mouse software, and this of course is Epic Games, which you start Fortnite from. But if there are any unnecessary apps that are running when your computer turns on, you need to turn them off, okay? For example, if I had Spotify on just running every time I started up my computer and I didn't want it on, it would just be wasting performance, okay? So make sure this is off, and any unnecessary apps should be off. Okay, so for the next optimization right here, what we want to go ahead and do is delete any temporary files on our computer. So on our keyboards, we need to go ahead and press Windows and R to bring up the run command prompt right here. And then you want to type in the search bar %temp%, nice and simple right here. And then click OK. And it's going to go ahead and bring up the temporary folder with all our temporary files on our computer. And then what we can go ahead and do is press Ctrl A to select all of the files, and then hit the delete key on our keyboard. And it might say folder access denied, but we can just press continue right here, and it's going to try and delete them. So keep trying to delete all of these files. It's completely safe. Okay, so we have now deleted as many temporary files on our computer as possible, which means we have freed up disk space and improved the system's performance right here. So it's amazing for system performance, especially with Fortnite right here. Everyone knows about this trick. It's completely safe. You're just deleting temporary unnecessary files from your computer, and you can go ahead and close out of this right now and go back to our desktop. Okay, so for the next optimization right here, what we want to go ahead and do is change our Nvidia control panel settings so we can get the best performance out of our game. So on your desktop right here, what you want to go ahead and do is hit right click anywhere on your desktop, and then hit Nvidia control panel right here, nice and simple. And it's going to bring up your Nvidia control panel settings right here. It might take a while. And then the first thing we want to go ahead and do is go to the side right here, go to change resolution. And when I mentioned refresh rate earlier, making sure you're on the right refresh rate right here, and you want to make sure your refresh rate is on the highest right here. So for me, I play on a 240 Hz monitor, so mine's on 240 Hz. Also, if you guys do have a second monitor, make sure the second monitor is on a good refresh rate. So I have a second monitor of 144 Hz, which is very, very nice. But my main one is on 240 Hz. And then what we want to go ahead and do is go to here in the top left, adjust image settings with preview, and then make sure you are using use the advanced 3D image settings right here. Make sure if it's on let the application decide or use my preference, go to the middle one and then press take me here. And then these are the main Nvidia control panel settings right here that we are going to adjust. And the main ones I'm going to focus on 4 main ones right here that are going to give you the best performance out of your game. So these are the most important ones. Okay, so the first 3D setting we want to adjust is actually right here. It's a couple scrolls down, and it's called low latency mode. And we want to make sure low latency mode is set to on, which will give us the least delay. Next, if we scroll down to OpenGL GDI compatibility, make sure this is set to prefer performance, and then OpenGL rendering GPU is actually set to your graphics card right here. So I run on an Nvidia GeForce RTX 3060, so I want to make sure that is selected right there. And then if you scroll down to texture filtering quality, you just want to make sure this is set to high performance, which is nice and easy, okay? So make sure this is set to high performance. Obviously, if you have it on quality, high quality, or even performance, you're going to have less performance. And then we can go ahead and hit apply in the corner right here to apply the Nvidia 3D settings. So there it is. There is the complete Fortnite optimization for you guys' PC right here. And my game is feeling so smooth right now. Like, I'm literally on 0 delay. I can literally freeboard here for hours. My game feels like butter smooth right now. 0 delay. As you can see, everything is placing instantly. So if you guys want more Fortnite optimizations, like how to improve your PC's performance, get 0 ping, 0 delay, stuff like that, be sure to subscribe, because I will make more videos if this video does well. Trust me guys, I'm on the road to 100,000 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe if this helped you out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.